What are you laughing at, man?
Dude, there's these videos, where the guy is supposed to like have a group behind him catch him, and like he falls behind, and it's supposed to like demonstrate trust. But nobody was there. And he bit it hard. I mean, I probably shouldn't be laughing. But I love those team dynamic type professional learning stuff. And when we get together, but my man's team wasn't there to have his back, and he bit it hard. He was falling straight back, and he bit it. Um,
There's nothing worse than thinking that you have trust on the team and you don't, right? But listen, we're this month we're focused on trust, and this is our read this series. So how about we get into the books?
I will. Thank you, TJ. Welcome, everyone, to the Schoolhouse 302 Read This series, where we bring great books to you that we love, has made a difference in our lives, both professionally and personally. And as TJ mentioned, this is all about trust, which is why I was on YouTube, perhaps a little distracted, still within the umbrella of trust, though. And we have some awesome books that come by you this week. I'm going to start, if you don't mind, TJ. The book that I first want to introduce people to is Motion Leadership by Michael Fullen. And, Fullen is known for a ton of stuff. And this is the skinny on becoming change savvy. But there's a part in here that I just bear with me. It says, when people discover that trust strengthens the moral commitment and shared purpose to the point that high trust schools are more likely to take action. And I share that because in a time like this right now with COVID, a ton of change, we're not instrumenting any of the change we perhaps would like to do. It's happening to us. We have to become even better leaders. And this talks about, having high trust, being change savvy in the midst of that trust. And really, when people lack trust, it's due to fear. There's greater fear than there is confidence. And when there's greater fear, the organization starts to shut down in multiple ways. Check out Motion Leadership, Michael Fullen. It's a quick read. It's thin. You can dive into this and enjoy every minute.
That's a great book, and we love Michael Fullen. And thanks for introducing that. One of the concepts of trust that we introduced on our blog at the schoolhouse302.com this time, the first aspect of trust is trusting yourself. If you don't have that self-confidence and that self-trust, you really have a hard time in displaying trust, extending trust, and building trust on a team. It starts there. And that's why the second book we're recommending this time is called 10% Happier. I like the subtitle, How I Tamed the Voice in My Head, Reduced Stress Without Losing My Edge, and Found Self-Help That Actually Works, by Dan Harris. Really, really an awesome concept in terms of relying on yourself first, improving your happiness a little bit at a time. And just this concept that Dan Harris, he had a televised panic attack. And then he learned how to control that a little bit better in his own life. It's a great read. Definitely some vulnerability on his part in the book, and something we can all learn from. And again, back to that self-trust, that self-confidence, and relying on yourself first to be able to build trust with others. But there is also a Mac Daddy. Joe, what's the Mac Daddy?
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna put this up slightly. There's nothing better than the speed of trust. This is just a phenomenal book by Stephen M.R. Covey. And we even read this as an organization in where I'm a superintendent, and everybody loved it. There's nothing in this book that doesn't hit the right point. So, I think when people dig into this, I think we really have to understand that trust requires action. And he talks about behaviors, and there's one behavior that really stuck out to me, and that's behavior number 8. And that's called confront reality. And like right now, we're just in difficult times. And the more we can confront our reality, the more we're willing to accept what is, so we understand how to lead more effectively. That's what it's about. This is not I will say, this is not a book also I would try to go through fast. This is something that you want to learn, that you want to study. This is, give it, this has and requires the old college try, right? I mean, it's heavy laden, that you can walk away with great skills that will help you lead better, and grow faster. So, TJ, we always try to end with a tip. You have a tip for our audience?
I do have a tip. And you know what? I love that book, Speed of Trust. It's one of those ones where if people say, Tim Ferriss always asks his guests, is there a book that you gift often? That's one of them, man. If I buy a book for a new team member or we're working on something, there's so many great things in there, including the paradoxical aspect of trust, that clarifying expectations actually builds trust. So yeah, but check out this tip. There's an app called Libby, right? Libby. It's awesome. All you need is a library card and this free app, and you can put a hold on books, go pick them up from your library, put a hold on audiobooks, listen to them directly from your phone. It's an awesome source for getting a hold of great books, leading better, growing faster, always on that concept of reading. So thanks for watching another show here on the Read This series. I'm going to fall back and hope somebody catches me here.
I'm there
And
for you, TJ. I'm there for you.
I appreciate that. So as always, you can follow us on the schoolhouse302.com. Please share, like, and we'll see you next time on Read This series.